This technique is going to be one wrist grab straight, and I'm going to give you a couple of different options. Now you'll see as you go through one wrist grab straight and the other one wrist grab across that they are going to be very similar because we are using the concept of commonality of technique, the reduction of mind-numbing techniques, as Mr. Sylvain would say. Now I'm going to give you a couple of different options, and these options are based on circumstance. They're based on the situation itself, okay? So the first one is simply going to be a quick escape. So if the person grabs you by the wrist, we know that the weak part of the grip is between the fingers and the thumb. So this is where I want to attack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step forward. So whichever hand he is holding, I step forward with that leg and I anchor my elbow to my hip. Okay, so from here I drop to my stance, I anchor my elbow to my hip. Now when we're talking about our stance, make sure that you are not narrow. Make sure that your feet are wide and that you have a good base. So once again, I step to this position. Now I'm simply going to turn my wrist so that my thumb is in line between his finger and thumb, and I pull out. Almost like I'm trying to here. I turn, I'm going to push my elbow towards his elbow. This way. Okay? So we step in here. Now I'm also going to pivot with my rear leg. So I want to get my hip power involved. If I was a smaller person being grabbed by somebody bigger, and I can also tell by the grip, what I could do is reach in, grab my hand to pull it out. Step in, I start to twist, anchor the elbow to the hip, I reach in and I pull. Now I can follow through or I can run away, right? Now the next one that we're going to do, let's change sides. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is identical, but this time I'm going to drop into my defensive stance this way, okay? Here. Now we're going to do a distraction, and this distraction might look after the entire technique on its own, right? One, so I drive my foot, the instep of my foot into his shin. So if I was wearing shoes or boots, I'm driving here. Now this is an effective area to strike to because there is nothing between the shin bone and your foot except a layer of skin. So it's kind of like knocking your shin on the coffee table or something, right? So again, hand is up to protect. I don't know what his intentions are. Maybe he's thinking of punching, slapping, so this hand is up. So the first thing I'm going to do, one, and then I'm going to knock his hand off, okay? So one, this hand smashes down as this one pulls back. One, two, and I'm going to slide into my ankle knee takedown to finish the technique off. Now, once again, maybe he lets go and I have achieved what I want, which is separation. Maybe he hasn't. I want this hand back. So again, we drop to our stance. Think maybe he's pulling us somewhere into the bushes or whatnot. So I adopt my stance. One, two, strike, strike, and to my ankle knee takedown. Another area that I want you to think about is as I do my shin kick and my low block, if I create separation this way, I am already out of range. Do not come back in just to get your takedown. Stay on that outside range, okay? If I'm close, awesome. I can step into here, okay? But if I'm too far, don't worry about it. Now another distraction that we can use is having this hand up is basically stepping into what we call a check kick. So maybe the situation is a little bit worse than kind of this shin kick. I would maybe use this shin kick in a public area. Maybe you're at a wedding, you're at a reception, something like that. Somebody's had a couple too many. They grab you by the hand, and simply driving your foot into the side of their shin is going to make you let go without causing a big scene. I call that shin kick a camera-friendly technique. Okay? So we're in this position. Now maybe it's a little bit more serious. I don't want to kick him in the groin, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my foot up and I'm going to drive it into the inside part of his thigh. Here, and I let my foot land to the front. So I don't kick and pull back. This is one of those drive it forward. If he's still holding on, bam, I'm going to follow up with my other knee. Okay? So this is why this foot is important that it lands to the front. So one, so that I can follow through on this side. Okay? So a few options for you on one wrist grab straight. Now let's quickly look at one wrist grab across. So if he grabs in this position, I can do the same thing. Anchor, turn the hand out this way. Okay? This way. We did the shin kick and low block. 1, 2, strike, strike. Ankle knee takedown. Okay? You can use the ankle knee takedown. You can use the nose twist takedown. You can use the one leg takedown from a kneeling position. Okay? What I want to see is this escape, and you can use any of those takedowns that you want. We could be here. 1, 2, strike, strike, grab. And stepping into a nose twist takedown. Same thing. 1, 2, strike, strike, down. Okay, and into our one leg takedown. So options for you. One wrist grab straight, one wrist grab across. One wrist grab straight on the other side. One wrist grab across on the other side. It doesn't matter. It is the same thing. So don't worry about which hand is being grabbed. Adopt your defensive stance. Shin kick, low block, strike, takedown. One wrist grab straight and one wrist grab across.